You want to say to me, you should probably say it.
I can't trust her no more.
Stay away from my son. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, where Crown at, man?
Crown's on vacation. You working with me now.
It's Burke. She's been reviewing my records.
You and Howard have a complicated past.
My kid was working with somebody that night. I want to know who it was.
If he ain't dead, he's still talking. You about to be in the world.
What's going on? What's going on? We are back and we are live and we are back with another Power review. I decided I'd go ahead and go live and try to do a little Power review. Come through, see if I can get y'all up in here and chat with y'all a little bit about this recent episode, because the thing about Power, no matter what season or no matter what spinoff we on, whenever you get to episode 8 of Power, you always gonna get a big episode. And of course, this was a big episode. I like the way they kind of played on this too, because last season we had an incident with Lulu. So it was only right that we had something go down in this episode with Marvin. And the fact that we've been getting a lot of good things with Marvin, I feel like Marvin has kind of been the, not the steal of the show, but as far as being between him and Lulu, especially between him and Lulu, we definitely been rooting for Marvin a little bit more this season. What's going on, Richard? Appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you coming through. But yes, man, we doing the Power Book 3, Season 2, Raising Kanan, Episode 8, A Home is Not a Home review. We start this episode off with Nicholas. Y'all remember my guy who pretty much got shot with Marco when they was trying to do the hit for Marvin. He's still running around the city bleeding. You know what I'm saying? He's scared, man. He don't know how he gonna be able to explain to Sal what happened with his son. Give or take, Marco was out doing his own thing, and I still don't understand why they be bringing this Negro with them to make hits or do whatever they be doing. He kind of simple. Not only that, the fact that he racist, but he kind of ain't coherent. He don't cooperate right. Shit don't go right when he's involved with the plan. So I don't understand why people be wanting to bring him along. But other than that, man, we got him pretty much bleeding out. Shout out to 50 Cent on that narration, man. Always making it sound good and eerie. But my man is sitting here bleeding out, and he eventually ends up going to the hospital because you're going to die one way or another. Besides that, we got Rock, man. Rock, always on demon time, especially when it comes to Kanan, her son. She pretty much go holler at my girl Palomore. You know, Palomore been putting the box down on Kanan. And I can't wait to talk about my boy Kanan, because, yo, he wasn't playing that, bro. After he done got a taste of that, it's like, nah, you are not about to, no, mama, no. Now, this is the last draw. But Rock pretty much go holler at Palomore after Palomore's daughter goes to Rock in the last episode, pretty much letting her know that your mom's been smashing your son. And Rock ain't trying to hear nothing. She just letting her know immediately, stay away from my son. Palomore sitting there, I don't know what you're talking about. And the fact that this ain't Palomore's first get around as far as with a young man. Word around town, she been doing this before Kanan. So I was like, oh, okay. She's on that type of time. But yeah, pretty much Rock letting her know, stay away from him. And she making sure she makes it very clear by putting a gun to Palomore's head, stay away from Kanan. Yeah. Yeah, Palomore made it very clear. She heard her clear, loud and clear then when she had that gun in her head. Besides that, though, we got Kanan. Spanky's moms. She's pretty much still in denial about Spanky killing herself, just like Kanan kind of is too, because he always done had his suspicions. But everything that's been going on with Rock and the fact that she's still been consistently lying about certain things, of course, this pretty much puts the nail in the coffin. Especially when Spank's mom pretty much comes up to Kanan and trying to figure out why Rock ain't did nothing about the people who murdered her son. And Kanan telling her, like, you know, Rock said Spank took his own life. I mean, ain't nobody to go after. And of course, Spank mom's like, that ain't my son. That ain't him. And if she don't do nothing about it, she gonna do something about it as far as Spank mom. And you know what that means, pretty much probably the police. Because as far as I know, she is the one who's been talking to the police, and it wasn't Spank. Besides that, though, we got my man Cartier Fareed still trying to impress Rock, and Rock just sitting there back taking notes. More than anything, though, she's pretty much trying, I feel like, infiltrate Cartier Fareed's business, what he got going on. Because every time he has a little situation going on, speaking of when he's on the phone in this episode, it's something going on with somebody who gets locked up connected to him. So Right after that, pretty much Rock, while she's hearing this, because once again, Cartier Fareed, he's pretty much trying to show Rock, let her know like he's the big man or whatever, especially after that last situation when he was dealing with old buddy. But when pretty much Rock overhears this conversation with him on the phone, she pretty much makes a call, pretty much making some moves to get whoever got locked up or whoever got some people locked up for a weapons charge. Pretty much she making a move to get that person free. So he's gonna, or whoever it is, gonna have to come holler at her eventually, seeing who made that happen. Once again, that's her seeming like she's trying to infiltrate Cartier Fareed's business. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all feel like that's what's going on? But man, one of the biggest scenes, and I think one of the most influential scenes, is Jukebox, Laverne, and her mom's, Kenya. I did not know they was going to go to this extent. I remember on the last episode, they was doing the whole religion thing, and Jukebox, Laverne, she likes girls or whatever. And she started doing what she was doing with old boy, seeming like she was kind of forcing it on herself to do that to impress her moms or whatever. But they go above and beyond this time. And I mean above and beyond as far as the limits of, and I'm trying to, let me know, I'm confused. When did Kenya find out that Laverne like girls or whatever? Or did Laverne tell Kenya that she like girls? Y'all let me know in the comments, because I don't remember her blankly coming out telling Kenya that she likes girls or whatever. But besides that, she has the whole congregation, church folks, at her house as far as Kenya, once Laverne shows up. And they're basically trying to do some shit where convert Laverne pretty much almost like shit is crazy. It's almost like a damn demon possession. Like they trying to exercise her into being straight. Like straight up. Like they trying to exercise her into being straight. And they go beyond just talking to her, preaching to her. They bring a whole video cassette out pretty much showing a man and a woman having sex, and then it switches over to showing two women having sex, and then we get to this whole shit where the preacher starts whooping Laverne's hand, like just starts goddamn whipping her hand or whatever while somebody's holding her and while somebody's holding her head, making her watch this. And her mom sitting there like, wait a minute, as far as Kenya, like, you ain't say nothing about hitting. And the preacher sitting there, it's better to go through this pain than for her to go to hell and all of this and the third. And Kenya just standing there like she's possessed or like she's under, it's almost like a cult. Fuck the church, this shit is a cult. And that's what it seems like. But shout out to, once again, 50 in the narration. And this is more implications of why Laverne turns into the jukebox we get to know. I still feel like this is not going to make her turn into like that killer, that psychopath that we get in the original Power. This ain't it. I feel like this is more adding on to it though. And it's definitely, I knew was going to push her back to Marvin too, which we're going to get to. But yes, man, this was crazy. I did not see this coming. I knew it was going to be some things with her and the whole religion thing after that last episode, and that coming into play with her liking girls as far as Laverne. But I did not know they was going to go this far. But once again, I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy Jukebox like to go through that, but I enjoyed it for letting us know why this is Laverne and she becomes who she becomes. But moving forward, your boy Howard, he like, I'm tired of Burke. Howard is tired of his partner's Burke, and now he going to holler at the captain, man. He's pretty much letting him know that Burke pretty much been investigating him. And he's planting these seeds as far as Howard. He already went and hollered at Nicole's parents about Burke, and now he's planting these little seeds, and now he's going to holler at the captain. So later on, we're going to see what's going on with Burke and the fact that Burke is damn hard-headed, man. She is hard-headed, man. And I want to say something, too, because I know we don't like Burke. I'm going to just say, nobody like Burke. If you in the Power universe, I've been hearing comparisons to Sack. Is she one of the worst people as far as the cops that's coming after them? Let's always remember she is technically doing her job. She's not a bad guy. I'm just saying, think about the fact that Howard was undercover as a cop having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old as far as Rock. And we still on Burke ass, like, once you get out of here, mind your business, this and the third. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing. Shit don't seem right. She seems funny. And yes, Howard is dirty. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, and no, I still don't like Burke. But anyway, besides Howard pretty much going to the captain and letting him know what's going on with Burke and her being nosy or whatever, we got Marvin. After his conversation with Unique, he's pretty much trying to find out what happened with old buddy, because he done heard about everything with Marco and him being shot or whatever after he put the hit out on Tony. Antonio, whatever her old girl name was or whatever, and you know they didn't go right, and Tony, being who she was with, the doctor, ended up surviving or whatever. So now he's trying to look around in the hospital as far as the other hitman, Nicholas, who was with Marco that survived. Because he got to get him up out of here or before he starts to talking and get in the cell or whatever. So that's what Marvin out here doing, man. It's a lot going on. Palomore. Kanan. Yo. Kanan goes over to holler at my man Famous, and Famous lets him know his mom's one came over there and let Palomore know to stay away from you. And Kanan like, oh, hell no. No. That box was fire. I am not. No, Mom, you going too far now. I know you've been lying about Scrap. I mean, we went to the camp. You was lying and stuff. What was going on with the Italians attacking us? But you ain't about to take this from me. And this pretty much Kane. You not about to take this from me. So Kanan got a situation, man. After he find out that his mom's pretty much went and hollered at Palomore, he pretty much goes to talk to her and try to see if he can reconcile something. Like, let them know, like, man, my mom ain't gonna do nothing. We good. Come on now, let me in. Nah. Palomore is scared. Nigga, when Rock showed up over there, that nigga looked like Michael Myers, and Palomore ain't trying to go out like that. And she pretty much said, Kanan, no, I gotta stay away from you. But what's real funny is Palomore letting him know that, shit, one of the reasons she even started talking to him was because she knew that Rock was his mama. What's going on, homie? Appreciate you coming through, bro. Let me know if you done checked out the recent episodes of Power, if you even up to date on Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 2. But yes, man, my girl Palomore got to letting Kanan know she can't do it no more. But Kanan, this nigga beating on the door. He was giving me Lamar vibes for a minute for BMF. Y'all remember Lamar? Hey, you gonna do this to me? You can't do me like this. Like, he was giving me Lamar vibes for a little minute. I was like, come on, Kanan, don't go out like no simp, man. Don't do us like this. Don't go out like that. Oh, we going to get to it, homie. We going to get to it. I already got my predictions for that. I definitely got my predictions for that. Oh, yeah. Goddamn, Rock put that gun to her head. She tell her, ain't going to be no talking next time you see her. So she know what's up. But Famous, man. Famous, I feel like, is Kanan going to end up killing Famous for being too goddamn nosy? Or is Famous going to get himself killed for being just that type of nosy nigga? Because, bruh, the fact that he went through my man's book bag and went through these papers, and he always doing this type of shit, like he always, like information, he always coming out talking about some shit. You remember he did the whole song, Streets Need a Body, remember from the first season. But he pretty much goes through Kanan's book bag and going through the papers, and Kanan ain't even looked at these papers yet, as far as I know. As far as the papers Howard gave him, letting him know about the DNA test and know, like, yo, I'm really your father, whatever. But then you got my man Famous pretty much splatting it out. Yo, what's up with DEF CON? Do that stand for MH? No, stupid. Like, what you talking about? But I'm thinking he might have been talking about his government name or something. But then you got my man Kanan sitting there thinking even more now, going deeper into his mind with everything that's going on, especially all the lies and manipulation coming from Rock. So now you even got him more at the string, especially when it comes to Rock. And the situation he just had to deal with Scrap Moms questioning him on everything. Yeah, that might go down this season, homie. I don't know. I heard though that Kanan's son is named after Famous. Sean, he named after Famous. Y'all let me know if that's true. But moving forward, man, the Italians, they pretty much let Unique know, yo, we need you to try to find out who was with Marco that night. We out here doing our thing too, but we need you. We need your ears out here in these streets, and we need to know what's going on. Of course, Unique already got information. He know what's up, and man, shout out Unique. I mean, you would think maybe, but I don't know. He's not like that extra slimy, but he's a real street guy, I guess. Taking it from those standards, he's not just going to throw him out like that unless I'm gonna always have this in the back of my mind. Unique got his own plan, or he got his own thing he want to do with Rock. He don't want nobody else taking that as far as him taking Rock out himself, or maybe I think that possibly what it could be. I'm just saying. But Unique don't let him know that he already know what's up with Marvin. So the Italians are pretty much trying to find out basically what Nicholas said. But they don't know it's Nicholas at the time as far as the guy that was with Marco during the hit. Besides that, we got my man Lulu. Simp Lulu. Yeah, man. It's like every time, especially when he get to these females, this nigga, like, he got his type too. He just falling. But he really on his music shit, man. And I feel like Lulu might be that casualty, maybe, but I feel like they might be trying to trick us because we like Marvin so much this season, but we gonna get to it. But Lulu, he pretty much worrying about the songs, get played on the radio. He already done threatened the DJ that Crown had talked to or whatever. but Crown not around no more. But man, Lulu gonna have a lot more probably to worry about later on, which we gonna get to. But other than that, man, we got my girl, Burke. Detective Burke. She's been out here on Howard's ass. She's been out here doing shit she ain't supposed to be doing. And now the captain on her ass telling her to keep your goddamn nose out of other people's business. Yeah, man, Lou out here on trying to do the music thing, man. But I think that shit gonna come to bite him in his ass, the homie. Lou out here doing too much. Can't do both. Can't do both. And I'm glad they trying to pay a little bit of light to that as far as you know how the hip hop is and people trying to have one foot in the streets and one foot in the industry or whatever. And they might be trying to do something with that as far as Lulu. But yeah, man, Captain pretty much on Burke ass letting her know, man, you better chill out. This your last and final warning. And if you don't, it's over. We gonna get the Burke, man, because she ain't trying to hear it. And I feel like Burke might go out in the worst way. Like, seriously, I think Burke something might really bad happen to Burke because it's like all these warnings are coming in. People, even us as an audience, are telling Burke, like, you need to fall back, man. Go do something else. Chill. Get away from this. This ain't what you want. But besides Burke pretty much getting a full-on goddamn flaming, letting her ass know not only is your job on the line, but nigga, besides the captain, your life might be on the line. Fall back. Burke, we gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it, but this is our final warning. And shout out to Howard playing it off. Hey, he might be asking about overtime. Kanan, Rock. You got Rock pretty much showing Kanan in the new house. You know, the house her and Symphony had pretty much went and looked at, and I didn't know Kanan hadn't even looked at it yet, but Kanan, man, he ain't worrying about none of this, man. He letting them know Southside just good, and it's fine. Besides, I really ain't feeling you right now. Kanan got a lot of animosity and beef with Rock right now for the fact that all the lies, man, everything that's been going on, but you know what it really is. Y'all know what it really is. It's really that situation with Palomore. It's like you took that grown woman box away from me. I ain't really goddamn feeling you right now. You done took my grown woman box. But in all seriousness, though, it's been the lies, man. And once again, Scrap's mom coming to him, and he already done had this in the back of his head. He felt like Scrap wouldn't do that. You remember how he was coming at Famous when he was like, nah, man, Scrap wouldn't kill himself. He wasn't even on that type of time. But anyway, Rock is just trying to goddamn throw the shit under the rug. Like, come on, man, look at this house. Like, look at this rug over here. Look at this window. Like, don't worry about all that. Look at this. Kanan ain't trying to hear nothing. Kanan ain't trying to hear. But Rock, like, remember I told you, no more lies, no more secrets, all of this. And it's like, nigga, you still sitting there just lying to the boy. You been lying. And let's make the one thing clear, Howard. The fact that he still got this thing going on with Howard, finding out this could possibly be his pops. And I don't even think he still looked at the paper yet. And then the fact that Famous that came at him when he went to visit him about the whole thing and the situation when he looked at the paper and seen the DNA results or whatever. Now he's dealing with that. And it's like all of this is building up. And he done had enough. And Kanan pretty much tells Rock he going to stay with Famous for a minute so he can stay away from her. And Rock started throwing shit at him like, oh, so just because I came at you about a rapist pedophile motherfucker talking about Palomar, he like, nah, it's more than that, and she know that. But she still just won't come out and come clean to him. So Kanan must pretty much trying to go out on his own. He ain't trying to hear it, man. Next we get to Marvin, Jukebox Laverne. Laverne, you got the braids. Soon as I seen the braids, I was like, oh, yeah, we got Jukebox back now. She done. She out of here. And I knew that was going to be over. And pretty much Marvin shows up, and Laverne is pretty much burning all the stuff that her and Kenya had went and shot for. Because, you know, when her and Kenya had started talking or whatever, they was out shopping and doing all this stuff together. And everything, I guess, all the stuff that Kenya has gave us, she's pretty much burning it. And it's a really good moment between her and Marvin. Because, you know, Marvin been doing this whole anger management thing or whatever, and you can see he really been trying, man. And once again, this build up, and I knew it was something going on. I was like, wow, y'all making us like Marvin so much. Nigga been funny. Even the scene where he got on the phone looking for the Nicholas dude, he's like, I'm looking for my possibly almost white friend that could be shot. But Marvin, man, it's a really good scene with him and Laverne, and just her pretty much telling him she burning everything, and he don't even have to say words. He just know what's up. Besides that, though, finally, the Italians, Sal, he find out Nicholas was the one with Marco, and immediately he goes to the hospital to get this conversation. He pretty much finds out everything, man. Nicholas pretty much spills everything, and I didn't even remember Marco telling Nicholas that Marvin was the one that hired him or whatever to do this, but I guess he know And he pretty much let Sales know that Marvin was the one that hired him. And yeah, they get into their racist bag, talking about nigga this and nigga that, call the queen nigga bitch. And I'm like, damn, like, all right. But not only that, Sal pretty much says kill Nicholas. Like he want him out of here. He's out of here. He's gone. And they pretty much suffocate Nicholas' ass. And that's the end of the main racist one, because he was one of the main ones. Like Sal got into his racist bag after he found out that Rock brother had something to do with his son being killed. So I still ain't condoning it, but it's like, damn, man. And then make sure they put that ER on there too. Yeah, they put emphasis on the ER. But besides that, Kenya, we got the confrontation, man. Pretty much before even Laverne gets out the car, Marvin really much goes up to confront Kenya, telling him you need shit. I told you to stay away from her. And he starts going into the whole thing because Kenya, like, she wants to save Laverne from going to hell, get away from the sins of her, liking girls or whatever. And this when Marvin starts going in the fact that you left us, the fact that you left us for a ball player you was chasing all over the world. Is that not seeing this and the third? And that's when Kenya pretty much giving that right hook. And I was like, oh no, Marvin, don't do it. And even Laverne, she immediately jumps out the car, but it's not that. It's the fact that Laverne yells out, Daddy. She's like, no, Daddy. And that's the first time all of us as an audience, but not just us. Marvin has heard Laverne call him father or daddy. And she just runs out, and it's really this confrontation, and it's really this passionate moment. And shout out to my girl LaToya Luckett on the acting, man. We got to give her a pause, hand of applause for LaToya Luckett and her acting and what she been doing, man. I don't think she's been getting enough praise, man. But pretty much, Laverne pretty much confronts her, letting her know that she is who she is, and she ain't got to change for her, and she been fine without her. And this is Kenya pretty much being really, really on her religious stuff, because I think more than anything, Kenya feels like after she did what she did leaving, when she did come back, she got really, really religious because she was depressed. She was going through it, being the fact that she was living with what she had did, and she had left Laverne and Marvin or whatever. So there's a lot going on, man, but that was too much. They went too far with what they did with Laverne, man, and she's pretty much back in her braids, and she pretty much back doing what she's doing. But it's a conversation we're going to get to with her and Marvin, which we're going to talk about. But besides that, man, since Kanan can't got nowhere else to stay, because he tries to go to Famous house, but Famous ain't home. And I'm like, where this nigga at? Most likely he was passed out. He pretty much goes to his other destination, his pops, Howard. Howard, though, having a conversation with him, trying to ask him what's going on, why you didn't go with your moms, and now he letting him know that it's a lot of rift going on, and I wonder if Howard is going to try to come and make that play, or it just seems like Howard ain't really on that type of time. Like, he ain't that mad at Rock. It don't seem like that. It seems genuine, look like he trying to have a relationship with Kanan. For the moment, I thought he had some type of plan up his sleeve, and he still possibly can. Not saying he don't, but even when he did the whole thing with Scrap, I thought he was sitting there in emotion. I thought he knew Scrap wasn't snitching or whatever, but he was just as lost as everybody else. So I think maybe, just possible, Howard just trying to have an honest relationship with Kanan. So I'm really curious how this going to go. At the same time, I think he is trying to get Burke up out of here, though. Because I remember when he was talking about, when him and Rock was talking, they was like, 70, Burke, both of them got to go. But, man, speaking of Burke, she just won't let up. She will not let up. And once again, this is why I'm saying I think Burke is going to go out in the worst way. She pretty much goes to Rock and start questioning her right after the conversation with the captain, and the captain letting her know this is your final warning. This is it, nigga. Not Bert, though. Nah, Bert don't give two shits. So she pretty much goes to have a conversation with Rock about her being, an informant when she was 16 and when Howard was undercover, whatever, and them possibly having a very, very close relationship, especially with the whole thing with Howard having a son or whatever. Of course, Rock holding the 10 toes. She ain't saying nothing. But once again, this is putting her radar alerts up, and you knew she was about to take out Symphony. So you can only imagine what's going to hold her back from taking out Bert. So it's like, I don't know, man, but Bert, man, stupid. Use the captain blankly, mind your fucking business. And Bert just like,
I don't know shit about fuck.
She ain't trying to hear it, man. So yeah, I think Burke is gonna go out in the worst way. Is it gonna be this season? I don't know, but more than likely it is. Besides that, though, Marvin, Jukebox, Laverne, another good conversation with them, but it's really the way Marvin is trying to, you can see all of that anger management classes coming out of him, and the fact that he just telling her like it's the way you say something to somebody, or it's your tone you can say it, or it's just how you trying to say something to nobody. So he's really trying to build back this relationship with Juke, and you can even see that little smile on her face. And I really enjoyed that moment, man. I was sitting here smiling. I like, look at this, man. Marvin is that guy this season. Marvin is the guy. But I really, really did enjoy this conversation between him and Juke. And I think he was trying to get Juke to come back home, but she was just letting him know, like, not right now. She said maybe, possibly in the future sometime, but just not right now. She's still just going through it, man. But I really, really enjoyed this conversation because it's making us really, really care about Marvin more. But at the same time, it's a dread because we always got to remember who the Jukebox going to become. And we know something is going to happen to everybody. I mean, something's going to happen to Lulu. Something's going to happen to Marvin. Something's going to happen to Rock. I mean, something's going to happen to everybody, but it's the fact that we getting these bonds and we getting these relationships being rebuilt. And I'm really enjoying them, but it's that dread because you know something bad is coming down the road. And that's the thing, man. Then we get, of course, to Juke, Laverne, and Kanan. Them two always being able to come to each other and be just flat out honest with each other. Even when the original Power, the fact that when Juke was, when Kanan was burned up or whatever, and he went being straight up and clear, and he went coming clean to Juke, what happened to him in Ghost as far as the original Power, and she wouldn't give him his medicine or whatever when he was burnt up. But this is kind of these building moments and why they were the way they were in the original Power. And we always getting these moments with them. Kanan being able to confine in Jukebox because of everything he's feeling about Rock. And you know, Juke being who she is, almost like a mother figure to Kanan, especially in these prequel series as far as raising Kanan. She is almost down near a mother figure to him. Even the fact that the little thing of her saying you need to take some extra boxes if you leave me because you know you don't know how to do laundry. Those are the moments. You could tell how even in the original Power, Jukebox was always over Kanan. Not so much as like ruling over him, but so much as being like more of the bigger sister. She was the big sister and he was the little brother as far as Laverne and Kanan. But the relationship and the dynamic between them and the chemistry between them, man, once again, perfect cast. And I really enjoy their chemistry and I really enjoy these bonding moments. But once again, it's a dread. It's definitely a dread. Chillmonger, what's going on, bro? I know you ain't on this Power shit. I know you don't be watching Power. Definitely need to get on it, though, bro. Shout out to Chillmonger, man. Y'all need to go over there and holler at him and his channel. He definitely be on the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever content. And just Black Panther overall. Y'all need to go over there and holler at him. Chillmonger YouTube channel. Shout out to 33 Burning MCU questions. I got to check that out. Y'all go over there and check that out. He just did that Saturday. Every Saturday, 1 p.m. Chillmonger, 33 Burning questions. But besides that, man, we got Marvin. Pretty much Rock, Marvin, Lulu, and Unique having a discussion because pretty much after the Italians found out what happened, they want to have a meetup. And it's really just sad when they have a meetup with Rock. And now she's trying to figure out what's going on. And she went to go holler at Unique since he has an ear with the Italians or whatever. And Unique, like, that's who you need to talk to. And he points over to Marvin. And Marvin sitting over there like, excuse me, let me clear my voice. You know, Marvin been doing good somewhat, man. I mean, that whole plan he put into play, maybe he should have went to Rock. And maybe even Rock could have hollered at Sal, or maybe even he could have went to Sal himself, which Sal does mention. Sal made some valuable points, by the way, which we're going to get to. I'm just saying. But overall, Marvin pretty much confesses that, yeah, he sent Marco, Sal's son, after Antonio, pretty much to shut up, because she was the one that pretty much got him locked up in the first season. And Rock, man, she's like, oh, hell no. No, nigga, no. That's pretty much Marvin, man. So Rock now, like, hey, come on. Besides that, though, Kanan, finally, he pulls out the letter that Howard gave him, especially after Famous though already read the shit to him. So now he ain't pretty much got no choice but to go ahead and read it. And he pretty much sees everything. He sees the results. And now he knows it's a 100% clear that Howard is his father. So I am very, very interested. What you mean, Chillmo? You ain't trying to check out Power? What's going on, Ronald Cameron? Appreciate you coming through, bro. I don't know. We might have to do something, man. We got to see about that as far as best episode to date. We have to go back through the whole Power universe and see these episode 8s as far as the spin-offs and even with the original Power. I think we might have, I don't know, man. We might have to go back and see. This is a good episode, but I don't know if it's the best. definitely shout out to Ronald Cameron for coming through. Shout out to the homie Chillmonger. Appreciate y'all coming through and checking me out. Well, Chillmonger, let me know though what you was talking about, bro. You ain't trying to check out Power. But yeah, man, Kanan, he got this letter, and it's pretty much put in 100% clear to how it is his father. So now it's even more of the lies and the deception of Rock. Now that's pretty much the emotion probably pouring on him now. Like, this nigga's really been out here lying. And the fact that I thought DEFCON was my father. So now he's going through all these emotions now, and he got to deal with that. Besides that, though, man. Oh, okay, Chillmonger. But yeah, man, get on it, bro. You need to check it out, man. I still got to get on She-Hulk, bro. I ain't watched She-Hulk. I ain't watched a lot of the Disney Plus shows. I ain't even watched the Werewolf by Night yet, man. I got to get on it. Y'all make sure y'all come out. Speaking of horror, Hellraiser live review tonight, Hulu 2022 version. But yes, man, Rock, her and Sal meet up at the bowling alley, just her and Sal, and they have a conversation about everything that's going on. You know, it's real subtle at first. They pretty much ain't really talking about shit. And then Sal really just goes into it like, yo, your brother got to go. Like, Sal, like, shit, Marvin got to go. He ain't yelling or nothing. He just like, yo, Marvin got to go. And you go, Rock, you already know Rock. Rock, like, come on, nigga. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen, Captain. Okay, Ronald, I feel you on that. Okay, compared to the last episode 8, I might have to give you that, because if I'm not mistaken, in the first season, as far as Raising Kanan, when Lulu house got burned up, wasn't that episode 8? If I'm not mistaken, you let me know in the comments, bro. But yeah, I'll give you that as far as this series. Yeah, but yeah, man. Rock and Sal having a conversation, and Sal pretty much lets Rock know, yo, your brother need to go. I feel like that's the balance. And he said some real cold shit, like, I really could come after your son, but he's a kid. I ain't trying to do that. But your brother, to me, that'll be pretty much a bill being paid. We'll have a reconciliation or whatever. And Rock just basically like, no, nigga, that ain't gonna happen. And that's when Sal get into his bag, like, why you so damn mean? You like, nigga, you want to kill my brother? What you mean? But Sal starts hitting up with the, oh, you got to be hard, and because you doing this shit in a man's world, or you in a man's field or whatever. And Rock lets him know, like, I don't care if you was a nigga, man, whatever the fuck you is. I ain't worrying about none of that. I'm me because I'm me. I flex because I flex the way I flex because I'm Rock. And I like the way she put that, though, even though she is a lying manipulator. I mean, she is, man. She be lying too much, especially to Kanan. But she lets her know, and I like that, because it's just letting you know this is Kanan. This is who he is, as far as who we get, as far as Big Kanan, the original Power. But Rock is putting it stern. She putting her foot down and letting Sal know, nah, you're not taking my brother. So do what you need to do. And of course, we already know what that's going to lead to, because Sal pretty much put that call in, and we got money on Marvin's head. Next thing we get to, which I wasn't expecting, Crown Macho, ain't it his name? But Crown, you know, my guy, Quincy. Lulu, Michael Myers, you know, the guy he killed. Crown body pretty much shows up, man. And I wasn't expecting this. And now we got Lulu. And I'm wondering, how good did Lulu hide his body? Well, he didn't obviously do that good, but did he do everything right as far as not having any evidence get on him? I mean, he choked Crown out, you know, physically. You know, he might have been like hair product. I don't know. Did anything get on Crown when he choked them out that could lead back to Lulu? And this is going to get real interesting to see where this leads to, because are we going to get some type of investigation leading into Lulu? And then that's going to turn everything that goes into Rock and what she got going on as far as the Carters and all of that. And she already got this situation going on with the Italians. We're going to talk about that. I already got my predictions on who got hit, and you already know. We're going to talk about that. Shout out to Ronald Cameron, man. But yeah, pretty much Crown's body shows up. So now we got to figure out, is this going to lead into some type of investigation? Is we going to have any evidence leading back to Lulu? This is going to get real interesting, and this is why I might have to give it to you, Ronald Cameron. This might have been the best episode, because we got a lot that's going on that's going to give a lot of implications going into episode 9, man. But yes, besides that, Marvin, man, he goes to holler at the anger management counselor, whatever, and I already knew where this was leading to. I knew immediately where this was leading to, and this is why I say they made a good play off this, because, you know, last season we had Lulu getting hit. This season we got Marvin. Pretty much Marvin and the anger management teacher or counselor, whatever. I keep wanting to call her teacher, but anger management counselor are walking down the street talking. You know, Marvin pretty good, man. I mean, you know, he having this building relationship back with Laverne as far as jukebox or whatever. And he been pretty much doing good. The way he's been handling situations, not really overreacting or getting mad about certain things, even what he did with Kenya or whatever. So they having this conversation, and even with him and the anger management counselor, whatever, they are building a relationship possibly. But out of nowhere, the Italians pop up, pretty much shooting, and we see blood. Well, that's for sure. We do see blood, but immediately I already said Marvin did not get hit. The anger management counselor got hit. Think about it. We've been having Marvin doing all this stuff with his anger. He's been controlling himself, even with what he's doing with jukebox. Now think about if the anger management counselor got hit and she dies. This is going to turn everything Marvin been doing around with all his anger or whatever. He's going to go on a rampage, and then this is probably where he might even get careless. And I wonder if this possibly could turn him back into even going into drugs again, because you know there was always these implications, and even them saying that he got onto drugs or whatever once Kenya left and he got locked up or whatever. So I do think this is going to be a prediction, and this is where I say this is where the dread comes in, because we had all these good things going on with him and jukebox, whatever, the little rebuilding relationship they started to have. But now you knew shit wasn't going to go good. This is power, baby. We ain't going to go out like that. Everything got to come to an end. So with Marvin and the anger management counselor, I feel like she got hit, and I feel like she's going to die. And this is going to send Marvin over the edge, and he's going to go on a rampage, not only after the Italians, but he's going to get careless now, because he's been doing somewhat good, but now he's going to get careless, and all that anger management shit going to go out the window. So, yeah, man, that's my prediction. I hear what y'all saying, Ronald Cameron. I hear what everybody's saying in the comments or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, I feel like the anger management counselor got hit, and I feel like she's going to die. And this is going to send Marvin over the edge, man. Definitely. As far as predictions, this is my prediction going into episode 9. As far as Raising Kanan, Power Book 3, season 2. I feel like Marvin did not. I feel like he might get hit. I did feel like he got hit, but I do feel like the anger management counselor is the one who got hit the most, and I feel like she's the one that's dead. I don't know, Chillmonger, and I don't want to look it up, man. See, you trying to spoil some shit. Shout out, Chillmonger. You trying to spoil something, man. Nah. Yes, Ronald, bro. He is definitely one of my favorite characters this season, but I think that's why they've been doing it this season. They've been doing a lot of build-up, making us like Marvin a lot this season, because they was going to do this, because they wanted to kind of have like a cliffhanger, not letting us know who got hit or whatever, but that's my predictions. Shout out to Chillmonger and Ronald Cameron, man. But I do predict that the anger management counselor is the one that got hit. I got to get her real name, too, because I'm tired of saying anger management counselor. But, yeah, I feel like she's the one that got hit. And I do feel like Marvin got hit, too, but I think she's going to die. And this is going to send Marvin over the edge, and it possibly could even damage his relationship with Jukebox as far as Laverne, because he might not be coherent enough to hear her, and he might start flipping out on her again because of everything that's happening, especially if this anger management lady is dead or whatever. So, yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all predictions in the comment section. Y'all let me know, did Marvin survive? Did Marvin get hit? Or let me know, did the anger management counselor get hit? Or did she end up dying or whatever? Y'all let me know in the comments. And also let me know how this is going to play out with Rock and Kanan. But other than that, is this the last we've seen of Kenya? Do y'all feel like Kenya is going to come back into play? And I wonder how this whole war going to play out with Rock and the Italians as far as Sal, man. I'm definitely trying to see how this is going to play out. But other than that, shout out to everybody that came through. I appreciate y'all coming through and checking us out. Like I said, I might try to do some more lives as far as Raising Kanan, Power Book 3, especially in these last 2 episodes that we about to get into, going into the season finale or whatever. So possibly I'll probably jump on here and do some lives. Make sure y'all hop over there and check out Brillo, the big review. He got them good commission pack reviews. Him, Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. Make sure y'all go check out her, and make sure y'all go check out JH Reviews, king of the intros, man. If you want to see a funny and crazy intro as far as the Power Universe go and the way he does with his reviews and recaps, definitely go check out JH Review. That's a TV commission. Brillo, the big review. Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. And make sure y'all go over there and check out JH Reviews. Shout out Chillmonger. Y'all make sure, once again, if you're a fan of comic books, not just comic books, comic book movies, but even just comic books themselves and the comic book materials, go over there and holler at Chillmonger, man. He got all the info for you. He is up to date on everything. She-Hulk, all the Disney Plus shows, Wakanda Forever. If you got the whole recasting T'Challa thing going out here, if you want us to hear a good debate, definitely go over there and check out Chillmonger's channel. He got all those good combos for you. Shout out to ss.k. He over there on that channel. Make sure y'all go check them out, man. Perk Minded. Make sure y'all go over there and check out my guy Perk Minded. He got all that horror for y'all. He got some new reviews, new movie reviews. He just did Terrified 2, which I haven't seen. Is about a clown or whatever. Just go over there and check out my guy Perktober. He got the good horror over there. Hellraiser. Shout out my guy Chillmonger. Hey man, I don't have my little opinion on it, but like I said, I'm not just indulged with it like that. I guess I got a lot of respect for Chadwick though, man. I feel like, honest, just a short little opinion. I feel like they want to keep Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther presence throughout the MCU. I still think they're gonna get a new Black Panther, and it's not gonna be Sherry. Sherry's not gonna be the main Black Panther. I just feel like they holding out. We not gonna get all the information yet, but I think throughout the MCU for years to come, they want to make sure Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther is going to be mentioned throughout. That's all I think they're doing. That's all. Shout out to Chillmonger though. He got some good conversations and he got some good debates and he got some good convos pertaining to that and why he feels the way he feels as far as recasting T'Challa. Back of the Bus podcast, y'all need to go check them out too. They got some good ones over there. But other than that, man, if you watch me on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 11,000 subscribers. If you watch me on Twitch, make sure you follow me, The Low Key Cave. Once again, I appreciate y'all coming through and watching the content. Thank you for watching and taking the time just to check me out. Shout out to my co-host in the deal. We will be back tonight with a new review of the new Hellraiser 2022 that came on Hulu. We got to talk about it. Appreciate everybody who's been checking out the recent content as far as the Hellraiser retro reviews. Other than that, man, we about to get up out of here. Hold on, what we got in the comments? True, Ronald. That's another thing they've been talking about, Rock being a 17-year-old informant. Oh, I ain't never think about that, Ronald, as far as Kenya being a snitch. I don't know. We might have to see about that. Shout out Chillmonger, man. No, definitely, bro. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Once again, y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out those people I mentioned too, especially when it comes to Power, Brillo, the Big Review, TV Commission, Deflo. These are the people to go check out if you want to get informed. They got trivia games. They do a lot of different things over there. Just like my guy Chillmonger, what he does with 33 burning questions. To me, that's something that's I don't really see on YouTube like that as far as the concept that he came up with that. So definitely go check them out. Other than that, man, we out.